There's a lot of Pokemon. Like a lot. Almost 1,000 at this point. But there's only like 18 types. And we all know that each type has a best and a worst Pokemon. And in this video, we're looking into my choices for the best of each type. I will say that some of these were really hard to choose, so I had to make that type a dual pick at the most. And yes, my choices are empirically the best, so you're welcome and there's no need to debate me in the comments. Because Tsunekazu Ishihara himself told me I'm 100% right, and all else who disagree with me are going to internet jail! So, Twitter basically. Anyway, let's start with the Fairy type and work our way down to normal. Fairy. Fairy was hard to get a pick on. One, because typically I don't look for the Fairy typing in most Pokemon since it's really new, and while these two have the same typing, Water Fairy, I like them for different reasons. Primarina and Tapu Fini are two Gen 7 Pokemon I like a lot. Primarina is due to the fact that it was my first real starter in almost a decade, and therefore it has an emotional tie to me. Its looks, personality, and overall concept is really strong too, and that's coming from a guy who's not that big into mermaids or seals. And Tapu Fini being the same type was a bitch to take down and catch. Its shiny is also really neat. Replacing the purple with a very nice black is such a good touch. Nothing too special, just a fun encounter. Steel. I like Gen 7 a lot more than I realized, even though I was a Gen 4 baby. Anyway, Solgaleo is, well, Nebby. And we helped it out on its quest not to be used for evil, and damn it if it's not the only legendary I care about for that reason alone. Yes, I've caught others, but they were mostly like, oh hey, you got to the end of the game and you beat the bad guy. Here's a giant monster fight. Don't let it faint! Nebby was designed from the ground up to matter to the player, and that's what makes it stick out to me. The game made it. And hopefully, Gen 8 carries on this tradition. Dark. Zorua. What can I say? It's a cute little fox that just wants to have a little fun, even if that makes everyone else around it mad. Plus, its shiny is keeping in its mischievous character, since it doesn't change all that much. Kinda like a spot the difference thing. Zorua is a simple Pokemon, and I like simple concepts. That's just the kind of person I am. Its gimmick is also good for throwing off your opponent by having them not realize it's a dark type right off the bat and misusing a move, so that's helpful. Dragon. Dino! For the love of God, why is it so cute? It's literally blind because of the hair in its eyes, and because of that, it keeps bumping into stuff. Dino is also one of those first stage Pokemon that doesn't suck, and it evolves pretty well. But still, cute beats battle prowess. Speaking of cuteness, Tyrant. This is what should have been a fossil Pokemon way back when, but that's why Gen 6 beats 1 through 3 every time. Anyway, Tyrant gets a lot of love from me because of Bonnie. Bonnie was an interesting character because she had an annoying bit, but with her, it wasn't really that annoying. It was just Bonnie being Bonnie. Tyrant is related to her because she wears its pajamas to bed, and that's just cute. Plus there's a whole episode where she takes care of one like it's a puppy, and it's just the greatest thing ever. I love Bonnie. Ghost. This one's a twofer, and one of them is one of the only Gen 1 Pokemon on this list, so strap in.
Did he say strap in or strap on?
First up is Gengar. What I love about Gengar is that it's got this big smile on its face, and it's characterized as something that just likes to have fun and play tricks on people. I don't know why, but that sounds like a good companion to have around. Like, he's your bud and you love him, and he'll pick you up when you're down, and that's just a great trait to have in a friend. Chandelure is our second ghost type, and to me, it comes down to how creative its design is. Yeah, it's an item Pokemon, but it's way better than fucking Electrode. And it's a pretty solid evolution that isn't just same thing but bigger. Gen 1 sucks. And it has a pretty rare type, Fire and Ghost. Sure, Grass and Ghost is everywhere, but this is relatively new, and I like it. Also, it's a great fighter in Pokken Tournament, and that's always fun to see. Rock. Next up is another dual slot, but this one's more of an honorable mention, that being Golem, and truly it comes down to its design. I have never used one, and I'm really mad that I don't get to because I need to trade to get it, but no one ever has a Graveler to trade with me. However, the real star here is Rockruff. I go out of my way every playthrough of Sun and Moon to get one. Its way of showing affection is by rubbing the rocks on its neck, and by God, that is just so cute and wholesome and I want it. Like, I want it in real life and it's a crime I can't. I really hope it comes to Gen 8 with us. Plus, 2 out of its 3 evolutions look really fucking great. So that's pretty awesome. Bug! Bug Pokemon are just weird. However, Jupiter is at least unique in how it has to move around. The bubble on its head is needed to walk on land, and it's so different and cute. It has two big contributing factors for me. The first is that I caught one in Ultra Moon to fight the Alolan Marowak because I had a Decidueye that playthrough, and I could not kill this thing and didn't have a water type. So I caught a Jupiter and it fucking swept this thing like none other. The second real appeal comes from the show, where we see it and Lana form a bond, and by God, I hope she catches this thing. Inija Mama! Yes, I'm someone who likes cute shit. Bite me. Moving on to punching bitches with your mind. Psychic. Wow, what a shock! You like Gardevoir? So does every other basic-ass bitch in the universe. Well hey, no one asked you. Gardevoir is a boss-ass bitch and is the queen of Pokemon, and she will take her motherfucking crown. Also, Meloetta is here, just singing her praises. No joke, no lie, I love Meloetta too. Like, if Gardevoir didn't exist, Meloetta would have taken the crown because she's just a really interesting Pokemon. I don't know, something about her personality, her arc in the Black and White show, and this. Yeah, I like transformations. And I like Meloetta. Moving on! Flying! For this one, we've got Gliscor and the Starly line. Gliscor has this look to him like he's your bud, he's your bro, like he's gonna be there no matter what, and it's great. Much like Gengar, I think having this as a Pokemon, since it's just a fun-loving Pokemon that wants to be your best friend. Sure, he's clumsy, yeah, he's not the best at what he does, but he wins more often than he loses, and he's trying, and that's all that matters. Starly and its line is just hands down the best bird Pokemon ever made. Like seriously, it outshines them all and continues to outshine the newer ones, even Corviknight. Staraptor is such a cool final form, and it doesn't fuck up the naming convention like Pidgeot does. Ground! Ground and Rock have a lot of overlap, but this one's Ground Ghost, and I find that really interesting. Pilosand is just an angry spirit of a sandcastle that makes me scared to go to the beach. Also, its shiny is so damn cool it makes you want to go searching the beach for it. I'm so conflicted. Also, Phanpy. Phanpy is a little elephant that thinks you are the coolest thing in the world, and it loves you for it. Nothing is wrong in Phanpy's world because it has you, and that's all it wants. Also, it pulls the Sonic and bulldozes a fucking Onix like it was made of cardboard. That's awesome! Poison. Poipole. 4 words. Paintbrush Gigglebot. I love it so much. It would, admittedly, be hard to clean up after, but really, look at that face and tell me you don't want to hold it tight till all the paint comes out of its head. Go watch season 2 of Sun and Moon. You'll love it too. Fighting! Lucario. Blah blah smash, blah blah overrated, blah blah furry bait. We get it, it's an overliked Pokemon. But out of all the fighting types, the only ones I really cared about were this guy and Mega Lopunny, and that was disqualified by the no megas limit. So you're stuck with this weird dog kickboxer. Also, why is Mega Lopunny sexy? Who thought that was a smart idea? I will say that Beware is an awesome Pokemon that deserves more praise than it gets. It's strong, fast, loyal, sturdy, funny, and will give you the best bear hug of your life. What's not to love? Okay, we've reached the point in the video that literally all of these are because they're cute. There's not really another reason as to why I picked them. So these will be shorter than the rest of these because I don't need to explain it. You already know the reason. Ice. Just gonna lump the Alolan versions of Sandslash and Ninetales because they're so cool, but Amora takes the cake as the cutest ice type ever made before Gen 7. Alolan Vulpix stole that bitch with a shiv carved out of an icicle when they gave it to Lily in the show and made me care about Best Girl even more. Grass. Phantump. Have you seen this poor baby? He's lost and scared and just needs a hug. Just never trade it because it will turn into a monster and children should just stay small and cute. Love it, care for it, and never let it leave. Yeah, I'm gonna be a great dad. Also, Chespin, because seriously, this kid makes my day. He's a lover, a romancer, a fat kid with a Macron obsession, and is just so happy about everything all the time. It just sucks he evolves poorly. Electric. You know how Rockruff was a cute dog? Well, Shinx is the same level of cute, only this time it has the hindrance of coming first. However, its line is solid, and one of the few times I like when the thing in question gets edgier. I want them both, but Rockruff still edges out. Water. Poplio. I need no explanation, because I have a whole tangent about this little cutie in my Pokemon ranking coming out soon. Fire! Braixen. For this one, I also have a tangent in that same video coming out soon, but I will give you a little bit of a taste of what it's about. Pokemon Showcases made this thing so goddamn important, and it made me care about it so much that it hurts sometimes. She just wants to impress her mama, and then learns that she was already proud of her more than she ever knew. Shut up, I'm not crying. Look, we all need mamas to love us, and she has one now, and this is just the realest kind of love the show's ever gave. This one hit me, alright? I can't say anything more about it. We're moving on. Now, with every other type out of the way, the final one is my absolute favorite Pokemon of all time. My favorite Pokemon and my favorite normal type is... Teddiursa! What, were you expecting something else? I can't help it, it's so sweet and so simple and so adorable that it makes me cry. For God's sake, it takes berries from trees, mashes them into honey, and then soaks its hands in it so that it can suckle on them and feel comfort and, you know, eat. Name me one Pokemon with more wholesome yet character-building flavor text than that. I dare you. And I feel like this one I need to explain something. I've never owned a Teddiursa, mostly because after Gen 4 they stopped letting us have it in favor of Pancham and Kochu, but if I did, I would never let it evolve, never let it faint. No, I would just give it an Everstone and make it into a powerhouse. I want one so bad I'm begging for them to put it in Galar, and if it is there, I will have it in my party. I don't care about the only new rule. I will break it for this thing. That's how much it means to me. It's so simple and so damn cute that I can't help but love it. So yeah, those are my favorite Pokemon of each type. And I know these aren't your favorites, but hey, the owner of Pokemon agrees with me, so that's all that matters. And I hope you all enjoyed this smaller video, because I have opinions like the rest of you. Goodbye, love you.